Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Not Dr. Gotcha. Okay. You like publicize Dr.
Hey, people. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Whatever time it is, wherever you are, I hope it's a good day, and welcome to What the What. This is Tactical Tuesday over here where I'm working at. We over here strategizing on how to get folks together. We get them off our ass. We get them off our ass when we driving, when we on the job. We don't care. We have to deal with people. So these are my two partners in crime, Miss T and Miss Kyra. Hey, good morning. We talk about everything and everybody. We don't leave nothing off the table. So I'm just going to put this over here so us girls can have our little chat today. I'm going to give y'all a sample of what we be doing on these here jobs, okay, over here on the slave train. All right? So, ladies, it's on. Let us continue. All right then. We were talking about folks driving and how much of a fool they act. And we were strategizing. Well, not strategizing. We were just talking about how people act and how we get them off our asses.
Pretty much.
Shall we continue?
Yes.
And what other subject shall we cover, ladies?
Yes, we shall.
Yes, we shall.
There is so much to cover in so little time. But I do want to talk about. I want to switch the subject up and talk about relationships.
All right. Yes.
We said what?
Relationships.
You want to talk about what? What you want to talk about?
Relationship.
Relationship, and I'm talking about just not just men and women, but women and women, just relationships. Period. Yes, and how. Because I have a group of ladies that I can talk to, I have a good relationship with, but I hear all the time that I can't have women friends. I can't be friends with women. Why is that?
Because they self.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they joke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Women do tend to get intimidated by other women.
Yeah, but you know, I think that as women, we should first off appreciate each other since nobody else appreciates us. You know, and compliment each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lift each other up. You know,
hard to do.
Well, that's hard for them ignorant ones to do.
Exactly.
You know, because you look at you, we look different, but we feel the same.
Right.
You know, the emotions are the different levels, different frequencies, but we feel the same. It's like ain't no need to tearing each other down.
Exactly.
Right. And it's I just feel like the life is more than abundant. We all have different wants, we all have different needs. So why are we competing so much with one another that you can't compliment another person when they have on something nice or they look nice or they smell good? Why are we constantly finding the one thing about a person that we don't like and go in on that? We can't.
Insecurity, though. Women are very insecure.
Yeah.
We're not. The minute we become secure with ourselves, then we're able to compliment another woman. But because of insecurity, it's easier for me to pick out faults in you instead of really looking at myself and seeing what I can do better. It takes too much.
It also has to do, I think, it has a lot to do with our indoctrination.
That's true.
Yeah. That's
because
really
we're brought up in a competitive environment where you always have to be better than the other person. Why can't you just be good at being you?
Right.
You know? Just because it's different don't mean that it's bad.
I'm glad you say that. I say this all the time. We have a slave mentality.
Some folks do that.
Yeah. We're still in the cotton field. We got the house nigga and the field nigga.
Yeah.
And that's how we act.
And I'm still in my TP. Fuck them.
Yeah. I understand. Because that's the truth. That's the truth. You really do have to look at it like that. Because when you are, and you have to watch what you have in your environment, in your life. What I watch on television, I'm noticing. I've been taking an inventory of the stuff in the last couple of weeks that I've been watching on TV, and how is that serving me and making me better? And it's not. I'm watching. All you're watching is people tearing each other down, women fighting and arguing. This one doesn't look as good. This one isn't as fit. Everything is geared toward competition. Y'all are divided instead of together. And, that's just a strategic move, you know what I'm saying, to keep us, apart, keep us divided and segregated, so that we don't do well, and do things together. Because I'm looking at this like, why am I everything on my recorded? I'm looking and I'm like, okay, I can't watch this, because I'm trying to watch things that are positive and uplifting to me and my people. Right. And I'm looking and I'm like, and I'm just going based on myself, recorded list. I'm like, I can't watch this. Can't watch this. Can't watch, because when I look at it, I'm like, none of this stuff is uplifting. None. So I'm like, in a minute, hell, I ain't gonna be able to watch television.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just cause, that's why they call it the what do you call it, the idiot?
The idiot too.
Mm-hmm. I see that.
That's why they call it.
I see that. I'm like, in order for me to, I have to be really strategic about what it is that I'm putting in. I'm in my view. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Everything, because
just the fact that you have taken the time to evaluate shows that you are leveling up.
Right.
Okay. Because you see the bullshit.
Right.
I too have been doing that inventory, and the more I look at things in general, not only with relationships but just generally, I see the matrix. And people don't really understand what that's about. But it's false. Everything that we deal with is somebody else's idea of how things should be.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
That's not the real world.
That's
your world, but that's
Right.
not the real world. Okay.
Right.
And for those that are waking up to that, need to step up even more, and help enlighten somebody else.
Right.
Just look at it for what it is.
Yes.
True.
This person wants to make sure that you do not succeed.
Exactly.
These people want to make sure that you are always baiting each other, that you're always at odds with each other.
Of
Okay,
course.
and then the stereotype that we try to live up to is whose stereotype?
Right.
That's
Right.
not our people.
Right.
Exactly.
Our people come in all shapes and
Exactly.
sizes, always have.
That's
Exactly.
true.
Okay.
And everything that they do though is fueled out of fear. They're afraid of the knowledge that we actually have.
And
I
that they
think
still trying to steal.
Exactly. But the problem is us, our thinking. You know what I'm saying? And then tapping into that knowledge. Though.
Right.
We have to start thinking differently of ourselves.
Right.
And that is low self-esteem.
Yeah, your mindset totally has to change.
Because they have you thinking that you're inferior
say to yourself.
when you're really not.
Exactly.
They're intimidated because they want to be you.
That.
They want to be you.
Yes. We've internalized
We're beautiful
that,
people.
And
We
I see
have.
that. I see
We
that
have.
in, young people that I'm talking to. I see that in older people that I'm talking. We've internalized that, and our self-talk has to change before everything else can.
Exactly.
Yep.
So that's what I'm seeing too, because I see a lot of women. In the last couple of weeks, I've been around a lot of women, and they're like, and I feel bad that you don't have anybody to talk to, anybody to confide in, anybody that's uplifting you or telling you the truth about yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have any confidants. You just you're out here alone, and then you're wondering why things are not going right, why you don't have any guidance, because you don't have any mentors, nobody to look up to. Because
and a lot of times though, because people there's a lack of listening. People don't want the truth.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying? And a lot of women, they'll say, "Oh, I won't." You really don't.
But we haven't taught each other how to be truthful, because people, it's easier to lie. That I don't hurt your feelings, so that we don't have to address the elephant in the room.
Because I want you to accept me too.
We don't teach people exactly how to tell the truth and how to accept it, and how that if I tell you the truth, I still love you. Like, I'm not telling you this to tear you down, but to lift you up.
Right.
We haven't taught our children, ourselves, how to do that.
And
so when you tell the truth, you're not going to be liked too much.
No, you're not.
That's why this one over here is not that well received at times, because we're going to let you know what's up, because I can't call myself a friend to you, or a love to you, and not tell you the truth. And I expect the same. I may not like it at first, but you better believe that at some point I'm going to receive what you're saying.
Exactly. And you know what? I thought about it, and you was right.
Yeah.
I ain't like it at first, but
exactly.
But that's being honest with yourself. You first have to be willing to be honest.
You do. You have to keep it real with yourself.
That makes me think about Michael Jackson's "Man in the Mirror." I love that song. It is so very, very true.
It is.
Okay, because we got to stop.
We do.
And look at that man, that woman, in the mirror. Look at our soul and see what that's about. I did that once. It was was my 25th birthday, and I was hanging like wet clothes. Okay, and I was getting ready, and I'm going through some things with my people at the time, and it was like a hand came out of the ceiling and just slapped me upside my head and said, "You don't have to do this to yourself." Now I was in the streets. I did street shit. Okay, I come from a well-to-do middle class home. Okay, father had his own business, mom big shit at GM. You know, so I had quite a few things going on, but I chose to leave that crap and go and hang in the streets because coming up, I'm the only child, so I was always told, you know, you do what I say and not as I do, that kind of crap. And then if somebody thought I was doing something, I was accused of it, and it wasn't about that, you know. But the thing is that I stood in that mirror when that hand slapped me, and I looked at me. I didn't like what I saw. I did, in my spirit, I did not like what I saw. But I made a determination to change it. Because I knew that wasn't me. That was a result of the way that I was allowing myself to live at that time. You know? And it's like it's challenging to take that look.
It is.
Once you do, if you're like you said, honest with yourself, you'll make the changes. You
won't have a choice because your soul won't be content. Once you've actually taken the blinders off, there's no going back. And I think that's why a lot of people don't want to take the blinders off, because there's no going. You won't be content after that.
No,
once you really see yourself, you won't be.
No.
And so, but there are people that you need to surround yourself with as well that will continue to have you do that work, as opposed to let you live, you know, just in the dark about what it is that you're doing and who you are. You know what I'm saying? And then once you start to see yourself, then you can see others more clearly. You know, and I always, you know, think about when, you know, I first meet people. You know, a lot of people tell me that they don't think I like them when I first meet them. And I said, it's not that I don't like you, it's that I have to be careful who it is that I allow in my life and what purpose I let you serve in my life. Because if I don't, then, I mean, this could go wrong real quick. You know what I'm saying? And I could let you influence me. I don't know you. So we have to get to know people. We give folks the benefit of the doubt. Who says to do that? I need to get to know you first. You know what I'm saying? Not to be mean or you know, mean-spirited towards you, but to make sure that, you know, what I'm allowing in my circle is real.
That's it.
Right.
You know, we don't do I gave them the benefit of the doubt. For what?
Why? Did they earn that?
They didn't earn
See,
that.
that's another thing. You got to earn some shit.
You do.
Okay. You really got to earn some stuff.
You do.
Okay.
You
just can't just let let yourself out there like that.
You can't.
You know?
And some people think they have that right, though. You don't.
Who gave that to you?
You don't.
You assume that. You know what assume
That's
means?
it.
Right.
Okay, so why you even go that way? You know?
Yeah.
Like you said, relationships, building bridges with people. You
Right.
know? So you can communicate and nurture each other. You know?
Exactly.
And that's really what we see. I think that's what Spirit is calling us to do now, especially after we've been bombarded with this asshole in the White House.
Exactly.
Is to learn we've got to learn to love each other.
Right.
We got to stop the division.
And rely on each other. You know,
We
a lot
do.
of time, and a lot of times we don't want to do that because you know, we've created this independent society, but nobody is totally independent.
No.
You have to lean on other people. We don't know how to do that well.
Every culture knows how to do that but us.
Exactly.
Every culture knows how to do that but us. And it's like, at some point we have to realize it ain't on the other race. It's on us.
But we have to. But that
learn how
entails taking our power back.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And having our families intact. We need families intact. We need mothers and fathers with children, raising them and being good examples, not just at the house.
Right.
Yeah.
We need good examples of that. You know what I'm saying? Because that is going to be, that's important.
It is.
Coming to the understanding of where all this came from. Okay, we know about the slavery issue, but I'm coming more back into the 20th and 21st century where these institutions have mandated that the man not be in the home, so the woman can get the money for to stay in the house and feed the children and stuff. You purposely did
this
to a
or
nation.
Incarcerating the men.
All of it.
Right.
All these ninjas have done all of that because they got too many cases now where they've proven that this was it.
That this person was innocent.
And you know
exactly.
this suckers set people up. Okay?
They do. Let me tell you that I went to jail. Okay, I went to jail a year and a half ago. All they brought in there was black men, plus me. That is the main goal. And half of them, I can imagine, what did you bring them in here for? You know, with me, it wasn't no reason. He didn't have to do that. He could have impounded my car and kept it moving. But no, that's their main goal. You know what I'm saying? And I tell people, as my pastor always says, you need to make sure your stuff's straight. Don't matter. No, I don't care whether your stuff's straight or not. They just pulling you over. They shooting you like dogs. I don't care if you got your stuff straight. I don't get you're driving all right. You could be doing 30 miles an hour. But even if you don't have your stuff straight, like you said, they still. Sometimes it's not even warranted. Yeah. Why would you have to go driving while black? I'm sorry, just want to say it.
Yeah, well, that's what it is.
It is. It's driving while black.
That's another thing. Nobody wants to face. This culture that we're dealing with do not want to face up to the sins of their fathers.
Right.
And that's the bottom line.
Yeah, bottom line.
Want to acknowledge the wrong that was done.
Yeah.
And yet still you want to stand up and hoop and holler and talk about we're a righteous nation. And,
no, we're not.
And we can't stand to see, genocide and blah, blah, blah in other countries. Get the hell out of their country.
And
come
about what's happening.
Exactly.
Yes, but it's going to have to start, too, with us and how we do things and how we are, you know what I'm saying, how we educate ourselves, how we educate our children. We can't ignore what's happening either in our own community.
Yeah, we do.
And we do that a lot. And, we're going to have to empower ourselves. Other people, black people that are knowledgeable. Instead of hiding that knowledge or, keeping that to yourself, you need to be spreading that, sharing that with others.
That is a big issue, though. The biggest issue, I believe, with us is having knowledge and not wanting to share it because you still feel we have a crab mentality. And that's what irritates me. If you're in a position where you can take your people to the next level, why not be a catalyst for that change? Why is it that we just hold stuff? I want to get this information to you because you might do something with it.
Right. Because that is how we have been conditioned to live. And I'm finding that the more and more I share, the more and more I try to empower other people, the more and more they do the same thing. They start to share information. Negativity begets negativity, but positivity begets positivity. We don't know how to be positive.
That's
and that goes back to your mind frame and your thought process. Yeah. You have to start to think better, and then you will do better. And it spreads like wildfire if you let it.
Yeah.
You see the brother, I can't remember his name at the present time, but he paid for the 2019 class at Morehouse.
I heard that.
Now there's more people out there like him than is spoken about.
Yeah. Right.
Be nice if they stepped up and did the same thing.
Right.
But at the same time, he's done that, and that's awesome. And then it's up to those 2019 graduates that once they make it, that you pay that forward.
Right.
That you do something for somebody else because somebody else did something for you. And once you have that mindset, it starts to grow.
Right.
It does start to grow, but we have to lead, I feel, in love. We're not doing that.
Right. No.
Like, it's extremely powerful, and if we care about other people and show them genuine care, when you do, have you ever thought about, and I have had people say this to me, when you do something nice for a person and that you don't expect anything back, they're shocked.
Yeah.
Because we've been conditioned to believe that you can't get something for nothing.
Right.
So they don't understand or they're not comfortable taking because they're like, okay, eventually I'm going to have to.
Yeah, it's going to be something that I'm going to have to do for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, in order to. And we have to change our mindset about that. You know what I'm saying? But I find the more and more I do and try to help people, the more and more they find somebody else and they try to help people. So we have to continue to let that, because all of the negative stuff that's going on in the world, it will have you to believe that nothing good is happening. And it really is. And we have to shine lights on that stuff.
That's right. That's right. Because I've stopped pretty much watching the news, other than the weather report,
right,
and the national stuff. Because I'm a political junkie, so I get my fix on that. The rest of that stuff, I don't want to hear the news. I remember, I was born in '51. That was the beginning of the television era. Okay, I remember 5, 6 years old, Walter Cronkite and people of that stature on the news. When they flashed the word bulletin on the television, okay, you knew that there was some sugar honey iced tea going on somewhere. You knew it was some real stuff. Nowadays, it's just everything is breaking news. I don't need to hear about the accident on 94. I'm sorry that it happened, but that's not adding any value. You're not reporting anything that adds value to your lives. Right. Okay. They just want to be the first out there with whatever's happening. Right. And that's also why they have to keep revising that shit, because they don't have all the information. Why are you out there and you don't have any information? Okay, you out here speculating. Right. Don't speculate. I don't need your opinion.
At one point journalism used to be facts. Facts. They would, do their research and homework before they
gonna give you the bits and
pieces
first.
Right now they want to be the first to break the story. So they just gonna go ahead and tell you bits and pieces, and we don't know yet, but we're
you get the truth later.
There was a clip I saw with Denzel Washington. He was at some event, and he was speaking to a reporter, and she was asking him about the current events and everything. He says, it's your responsibility as a journalist to bring the truth. He said, but all you people want to do is be first. Right. He said, you can't be first and not bring truth.
Exactly.
Okay. He said, so you be on your job. And then the rest of us can be on. I said, oh, that was nice, man. I like that.
Yeah,
right. Check it. Check it on your red copy. You out there, you want to run your mouth and stuff, but you don't have any facts.
Right.
Wow.
You got, like I said, bits and pieces.
That's it.
Talk to us when you got the facts, okay? I don't want to turn on 2, 7, and 4 and get 3 different stories.
Right.
And that's what's happening.
And that is exactly what's happening.
Tomorrow, watch the news, you got some more stories to add to that.
To add
part
that
you talked about
wasn't true.
Please help me somebody. Help me somebody.
Yeah.
Well, ladies, this was fun. I'm not going to, stay and disrupt your work day any longer. But this is M.A. Truth with my girls, Miss Tiffany and Miss Kyra.
Yes.
Thank you for tuning in to What the What. Say what?
What
is what? What? Thank you. Have a good day. I'm out. This is M.A. Truth. I'm out. That's it.
Yeah.
When I edit this,